To discuss is Congressman Jeff Van Drew from the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. Congressman, good to see you. Mr. Buttigieg, your Secretary of Transportation, do you think that he's been doing a good job at straightening out our supply chain mess? Because we still see all those 100 boats off the coast of L.A.
Look, he might be doing a good job as a stay-at-home dad, but I don't know what he's really doing as far as taking care of that situation. We should be incentivizing the creation, the building of more containers in America. We can do things like that. We should be ensuring that when we send back these ships to go to Asia, that those crates and containers are filled. We're sending them back empty because it is more profitable for the companies to do it that way. That's unacceptable. We're buying Chinese goods. The Chinese should be buying our goods. This is a Joe Biden special, all the way from paying people to stay home to, enforcing vaccine mandates, which are causing people to leave their jobs. We're short of people to work. We're short of materials. Now we're short of prescription drugs that people need. I'm sure, as you've heard about, and everybody's heard about, over 100 different drugs are backordered. So in the greatest country in the world, literally, people can't get the medications and the prescriptions that they need. Well, that disgusts me. That's unacceptable.
You look at the new mandates coming out of New York, and you wonder whether other Democrat mayors or governors will try that sort of thing for a variant, by the way, which is not as bad as we thought it was going to be, and you wonder whether they're just trying to make things worse. I mean, this is an extraordinary backwards way of dealing with something like the supply chain, because we all know it comes from labor shortages.
Exactly. And what they're doing in New York, is a playbook for disaster. It's interesting that the states that are doing well, Texas, Florida, had more of an open policy, encouraged businesses, made sure that small businesses could survive. What they're doing in New York City, I guess, they didn't feel that they had created enough damage before, so they're even going to try to create more damage. It is shameful. If I didn't know better, I would believe that some of these people who are in charge, including the president, are actually purposely hurting our great country. We can't survive this way. We have to be number one. We have to be the best. We have to produce. We have to create. And we certainly need the strongest supply chain. And we're doing just the opposite.
By the way, there's another aspect to all this. It's not just ships. About half of the freight that comes into the U.S. comes over the Canadian border. And of course, that's trucked in. 20% of Canadian truckers have not been vaccinated. And on January 22nd, all of the truckers coming to the U.S. will have to show proof of vaccination. So there's another rip of the chain of our supply side chain.
And that's going to be devastating. Not only the truckers that come in from Canada, but they want to mandate, obviously, that our own truckers right here in America are going to have to be vaccinated too. Statistics and polling shows that over 30% of them said they will leave, either move to a different company or just won't do it anymore. No one can imagine the effect that's going to have on the supply chain. We really depend upon our truckers to deliver the goods. If they cannot, we are going to see really bad days ahead. I don't understand how the president and how the majority Congress doesn't look at this and say, we can't keep doing this. We have to look at doing it a different way. We have to incentivize, again, the fact that it's so important to make sure that our products are going abroad to Asia, that their products are getting in here. We don't need ships to be 150 miles out at sea. If California can't do it, let's get somebody else to do it.
Congressman Jeff Van Drew, thank you very much for coming in, Congressman. Good to see you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Good to see you, too.
Still